We are live. Round two, almost through 2 rounds of the Rocket Mortgage Classic, watching Cameron Young try to hit the green in two, coming up a little short, almost in the rough. That would have been a funny trajectory for Cameron Young. But Eric Van Rooyen, 11 under right now after posting. He's not done yet. He's got one hole left and he's just striped it in the fairway. He's currently 8 under par. I have an Eric Van Rooyen ticket this week. I wrote him up, talked him up this week. After missing a 4-foot putt on hole 4, I think locked the phone. I was like, all right, we're done with this. I see he throws another dart on hole 5, and then from there we're off to the races. Eric Van Rooyen pars a few, and then just goes absolutely nuclear, not making a birdie until 12 or till 11, and then making 5 straight for a solid 8 under par round so far. Could get to 9 under. Would be a beautiful round of 63 if he could do so. He's got 149 yards left, and he's been kind of feasting from that range. So a lot of EVR talk, but Akshay, Taylor Montgomery, LOL, Troy Merritt, Aaron Rye, Eric Cole, Cam Davis, Cam Young are the guys in the 10 under range now. We will kind of see. Let's fucking go. Let's fucking go. We will kind of see who these final pairings are. Well, we got groups of 3. We're going to be going out. It's going to be Akshay, Troy Merritt, and Taylor Montgomery, as long as EVR does not get to 12 or Aaron Rye doesn't get to 12. So I'm not really going to speculate on the groups because there's a few more guys out there. But so yeah, Akshay, another great start. That round 1, he was just he was playing fine golf, and then he really was impressed. Like that chip in, and then a birdie after that. It was a very all right, kind of like a kick in the nuts because obviously I had Akshay at 90-1 or 100-1 last week, and now he's really fucking again. He kind of put the pedal down today. I know he only shot 5 under compared to 8 under yesterday, but what he did on approach today, he gained 5.4 on approach, or sorry, 3 on approach. He's 5.4 total, leading the field on approach. He's going to be a tough guy to beat. And like I said, I don't love Akshay in pure birdie fest. So hopefully my pre-tournament beliefs come true. This guy has only gotten to -20 twice in his 6-year career as a professional. So I'm not hating on Akshay. I want Akshay to win. He's a great bet. I think I just passed him up. I didn't want to go to him back-to-back weeks where last week was so fueled by the putter. So Taylor Montgomery pops up out of nowhere, 65, 68. He's losing off the tee, but he's pretty solid from approach around the green and on the greens. Super out of nowhere for Taylor Montgomery, but that's kind of his jam. And Troy Merritt, he's the guy who just plays well on this golf course. He has year after year, and he's just crushing the approach. He's gaining 4.3 on approach, another 1.6 putting. Not really a threat over the weekend, to be honest. EVR, let's see his stats today. Today, he is gaining 1.2 on approach, 1.5 around the green. He's actually losing. EVR is losing strokes putting as currently in round 2. Wow. I'm interested to see how these stats finish, but through 17 holes, Eric Van Rooyen is currently -0.013 putting. Good sign going forward if you're an EVR backer, as I'm sure some of you guys are who are watching this. So I like EVR going forward. Obviously, I'm still pretty bullish on him. This guy's a winner. This guy knows how to do it in contention. Eric Cole pops up out of nowhere. I thought Eric Cole was going to steal my first round leader last night, but it ended up being Akshay. So I had Rye and I had Schmid first round leader. I mean, the -6 was never going to hold, but since it was posted so early, I was kind of had belief, and it was going well for a while. And then just the Akshay barrage, and it wouldn't have held up anyway. So Eric Cole popped out of nowhere. Cam Davis, 68, 66, a beautiful profile for CD, gaining across the board. Love what he's doing on approach. Love what he's doing on the putting greens. Hindsight, we should have bet an 80-1 Cam Davis. I bet Cam Davis a lot at massive numbers. And why wouldn't I bet Cam Davis on a course that 1, he's won at, 2, makes sense for him? Cam Young almost chipped in, but he didn't. Okay, that would have been a dagger if he did. That would have hurt a little bit. So I think we got next 9 unders. We got the Jake Knaps, Wesley Bryan, Sam Stevens. I want to talk about Sam Stevens. Sam Stevens is the guy I talked up earlier. I said it's going to be could be a sneaky pick this week on Wednesday night. He's doing it all with the putter. Ball is in the air for Eric Van Rooyen. He hit it to, okay, that's going to be a par. It's probably 50 feet, maybe more. 50 feet. So Eric Van Rooyen should be at 11 under going to the weekend. A great spot to be in. So let's pull up the leaderboard and talk about some potential bets to make. I think there's a few bets we could sprinkle. I just want to be a quick show. Nothing crazy here. Just get through the bet, talk about the leaderboard for a little bit and talk about the bets. I want to talk about Neil Shipley. Currently T9, and look at his stat profile. I love what he's doing on approach. He's gaining a little bit on the putting greens, and he's not obviously not making everything on the putting greens if he's really flagging these approach shots. And he's got 2 comfy rounds of 67, 68. So Neil Ship, we can get a good number on. Almost albatross from Callum Tarrant. Neil Ship, where's the top 20s? The top 20s. They were here a second ago. Neil Ship top 20. Plus 130. All right. We can get plus 130 for Neil Ship top 20. And this guy, like if you finish low AM at the Masters, you finish low AM at the US Open, what, like maybe you're just really freaking good at golf. And in your first professional start, you finish inside the top 10 at PGA Tour Americas. I'm down. Like top 20, Neil Ship at plus money. Sign me the hell up. So yeah, I do like Neil Shipley. There was also another bet I like down this leaderboard. Rico Hoy, top 20, plus 450. So what do we know about Rico? He's generally a really solid ball striker and a horrendous putter. So he's clearly losing off the tee, minus 1.2, but he's hitting his irons fine, plus 2.3 on approach. What I love more than anything is he's gaining over a stroke per round on the putting greens. Rico is generally a horrific putter. If you're telling us he's having a good putting week, hopefully it stays the case over the next 2 rounds and we get Rico on a putting week. He usually doesn't play the weekend, so he knows how important these weekend rounds are going to be. He's currently sitting at minus 6, which is good for T32. That number is going to move probably closer to plus 600 by the time the round's done. So I like Rico Hoy top 20 around plus 700 and Neil Ship around plus 130 top 20s. One more bet. I like my guy, Will Zalatoris, to possibly post a weekend charge. So Zalatoris is currently at 7 under, I believe, and he's one little mistake away from being 10 under. I'll show you the scorecard. This mistake on 14, he chipped in the water from green side in 2 on a par 5, which looked like a sure birdie, turned into a double bogey 7. So that's one silly little stupid mistake that Willie Z made. He's playing good golf. He's gaining on approach. He's gaining on the putting greens. He knows he's gonna have to keep his pedal down and go play good golf. So Zalatoris top 5 might be a bit of a reach, 9-1. Top 10 is plus 350. Either one of those I really like. So those are the 3 bets I'm going to make. And I think we're in for a really fun weekend. Like we're going out in threesomes tomorrow. Everyone's going to be playing at the same time. Going to be a volatile leaderboard. I'm excited. Like these summer birdie fests are always hectic. Long shots can win. So I'm looking forward to it. Go EVR. We got P-Raj right in the mix too at 8 under. He can post a low one tomorrow, hopefully. And yeah, good luck with your bets. DM me with any questions. We'll be back Monday afternoon with a John Deere preview. See you then.